Man, this is like the prologue, right? This is like the... Have we seen the title card yet? I can't remember. Yeah, it's not a movie, but still. I feel like that's illegal. Is that Hogwarts? Oh! There's your title right there. Oh, the thing in the middle! Okay. But that was cool. Reminded me a little of Skyrim and that, you know? And Fallout and... Wait, all these games do that. Interesting.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Interesting.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
Ah.
Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Well, now this name I recognize.
Fig,
I think.
nice of you to join us.
Sounds like
The
a dick
sorting
already.
ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
Yeah, he's a douche.
If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
I'm sure he'll communicate somehow, but touching, no. Yes, I can see magic. Wait, was
Professor
that Potter?
Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
It is Professor Weasley.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Oh, I haven't made up my mind where we're going. Shit. Yes. Not Hufflepuff, you say?
Yes, a bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions.
Can't help it.
Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventure.
Oh shit, am I making the choice right now?
But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well.
I didn't watch anything about the game, so I don't know where I'm heading.
I wonder.
It's literally
I
the first look.
detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
I mean, I know what these are going for, right? Like, you've got your Gryffindors, this is all your stuff.
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Seems like the best Slytherin option, right?
You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Oh, then you can literally choose a different one. All right, let's go. Let's go be bad.
You belong in Slytherin.
Teach me though. Make me become a master of the dark arts. Bring people back to life and... Oh no, wait, that's Star Wars. I'd love to have a wand instead of a wardrobe.
And one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes
TGB,
begin
that
tomorrow.
sucks, bro. But, yeah, we're here all day, bro. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm here all day.
It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
So hopefully I can entertain you and take your mind off it, my man.
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well,
So
Professor.
Ron's
As
great-great-grandmother?
deputy headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Can I take the hat?
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very
Of course
well.
it is. Of course it is.
Aspiration.
That was cool.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
After what this kid's just been through, sleep ain't even on the cards.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Yeah, pretty much. What do you mean you think it... How do you not know it's set in the 1800s by now? I've seen nothing about the game. I've barely watched a trailer. I've seen no other videos, and even I know it's set in the past. Or are you just being Marsh? Alright. Alright. Can we pinch our mate stuff? Oh, we're not truly Slytherin if we can't steal our friends' stuff. Come on. Oh, okay. I mean, guess that's common food. Wait. I guess they're kind of round. Like, a couple of those are like they're hexagons or something. Oh, this game reminds me of Bully so much. The past for the Harry Potter timeline. Oh, yeah, well, the Harry Potter timeline and our timeline are run in parallel. So it's 2023 in the Harry Potter world right now as well, in our reality.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
I'd rather Harry be teaching poetry.
Yeah, hey, I'm the new guy.
I don't like how it must be different. Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from.
What?
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food. Like that
I heard some chatting in the girls' lavatory about foods like skin. Do you think they're
See, like, I'd be having these conversations, right? Like, yeah, I was in that carriage when the guy got eaten by a dragon.
girl with the long arms?
Alright, so let's go meet our guys. How much did this game cost you? $110.
That is not helpful.
Yes, 110 bucks. But I bought it months ago. It was
Can
the
I
first
help you?
release date, I think, was like November of last year.
Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank
What's
you.
up, Seb?
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive.
How does he
Dreadful
know?
way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit much. But it was the only way to get it 3 days early.
It was dreadful, certainly, but
Other than
quite
other
an
ways.
experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
It's all an investment
Didn't
in
mean
the
to
channel, my
press.
friend.
You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was
Spell
looking
book,
for.
okay.
I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Oh, I like that. I like that. What do you mean?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit.
Oh, dude, that
That
sucks.
is a conversation for another time.
125
It was good
bucks.
meeting you. Good luck today.
Holy sh... Yeah, I think that's why I stayed away from the Gods of War games, because they were bloody expensive, if I remember correctly. Everything's bloody expensive in New Zealand, though. Like, not a complaint, because, you know, how inflation and stuff works, but it is very expensive. Like, my computer was not cheap.
Might want to think that
Took
again.
4 years to save up for.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, what's
Hey,
this?
it's Hermione!
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. You should have listened to me.
That's not creepy at all.
I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night.
Barged?
Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Like, her mouth doesn't move properly with the words.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
A little bit of
Precisely.
flirting, you know?
Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Can we do that? Bro, I use an iPhone 6S.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
I would probably agree with that.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply
Agreed.
not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
So she's Ron Weasley. Okay.
I really hope we get to see, or at least hear one today.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting.
Are we underwater?
Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room,
shit,
I'm
that's
guessing you're the new
cool.
5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you
Is he
certainly had a
blind?
memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Ha! You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin.
Oh, great.
One of the 4 founders of Hogwarts.
Great.
Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status. A pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
So he's not one of them. Is this on Steam? Yes, it is. Pre-order is. I don't know if you can go and buy the pre-order anymore.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Especially when you put a telescope there.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
No, I'm not here. I'm hiding in the corner. We're not. Can I sit the chair? Fine. Is there anything else to look at in here? Okay, that's hilarious. Can you do that again? No, it's a one-time thing. Oh. No, it's not. Oh, dude, it does multiple things. What the hell? My computer wouldn't run. It'll probably burn half the North Island if you even try to open it. Bro, I know, yeah. I'm still getting this stupid graphical line in the middle of my screen. Hopefully it's not affecting you guys. I'm trying to run at 60 FPS, but I think my TV, because I'm playing it on TV, I'm pretty sure it only has like 59.8 something hertz, so not quite 60, because, you know, Samsung don't know how to make televisions.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here.
How do we not know what that is already?
After discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
A book.
Here you are.
A cheat book?
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Nah, not yet, buddy.
Thank you, Professor.
There's like donation things in the description under the description, but
perhaps
no.
seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have.
I just realized my chat's
Walk with
wrong
me and
too.
we shall put it to the test. This way.
Supposed to say live chat.
I tried to transfigure my parchment into a blanket.
Yeah, I have a job, yeah.
I certainly would have appreciated
Which I'm
something
taking
like
the
the
day
field
off
guide
from
when I was a
today.
student.
Shush, don't tell my
Using the
dad.
guide will also
House
train you to be
chess.
alert to your surroundings.
Oh, okay, well, we better get moving. No, I'm not monetized yet, so it's only the donation things that are the normal channels, you know. The Patreons, the PayPals, Streamlabs, that kind of thing. I made a little bit of money. Some people are quite generous.
Opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
I need 1,000 subs to get monetized. I have
Do
everything
keep
else I
up.
need, just 1,000 subs. So we keep going till we get there.
Why
Whoa!
don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
No, I want to play around with the
Revelio.
chest. You know, like most young boys. Collect the guide page. What guide page? Aha. I see. The statue depicts the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain. Oh, that's cool. When can you get monetized? Yeah, 1,000 subs I get monetized. Maybe. I still have to apply for it. They didn't monetize my wife, so who knows. Okay. Open field guide. 292 left to go. Shit, it was 291 this morning. I'll gain 2 subs and then lose 1 like every day. Earned from challenges increasing your level and power. Your field guide tracks your current progress. Right, cool. Select the challenges menu to continue. Well, I'll go with a kitten, bro, every day. Clean your first page, unlock new challenge category. Okay. Collect 2 of those. That's the challenge. And we get gear appearance reward. Oh, we get given glasses. Oh, how lovely. We'll be able to see better. And find the next page. You.
Clever, isn't it?
Revelio.
Keep your eyes open.
Does
for
it
more
actually do anything on
opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Ha! The one that's injured is doing okay. It gets saline solution and disinfectant squirted into its wound. It's on antibiotics and painkillers that we squirt into its mouth. So it's alright. That's cool as shit. It will be. You've got to just let the wound heal by itself. I think he's talking about the one that's got an injury. It's got a hole in its guts. Not very nice, but my wife's an amazing woman.
Good timing.
So she'll keep it good.
Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Flue flames?
Your
Oh,
field
cool.
guide contains a map of
Oh,
the
cool.
castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
You've discovered a flue flame. Yeah. You can open the map at any time to fast travel. Okay. Hogwarts is divided into 2 main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live. That includes the house common rooms. Alright, so left is home. I guess right is the school. Oh, right, the fast... Okay. So, are these all little fast travel points? Do we have to unlock them? Cool. Oh, you can't just go up and down? It's unfortunate. Alright, so we should want to go select the staircase. Oh, she wants to go to the staircase. Oh, we can't go anywhere else. Fair enough. Wife's channel is a therapist's perspective. It is linked in my preferred channels thing. Suggested channels or whatever. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. Speaking of kittens, that was one of them. I don't know what it just did, but that was funny. Green flue flames represent flames you've discovered, including your own house common room. Grey flue flames reveal location. Okay, well, I could have figured that one out ourselves. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, agreed. Okay, so school, home. Select the library and continue. Professor Weasley has unlocked the central flue flames for you. Use that to rotate. You can rotate the map. You can rotate the map. Alright, so where's it want me to go? Zoom. How do I zoom? No, I want to zoom out. Okay, you really kind of can't. Use that to rotate the map. Fast travel to the central hall flue flames. So this one. Go. Y will protect you from incoming blockable attacks. Cool.
And here we are. Quite the time saver.
Damn, that was a nice load.
These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
There's like
you can get almost
page flying
anywhere
around.
in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Like Central Station or whatever? Damn,
Always
man.
something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Have you ever visited any of
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark
I'll
Arts
remember all of you
classes.
when I get famous.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the
Famous,
supplies
that's
you lost
funny.
on the way here.
Right.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Hey, you guys, stop talking about me. Do they look familiar to you? Looks like they're conspiring. The two in the background.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts
That or they're
class?
breaking up.
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky
Fantastic
to have
Beasts,
the
anyone?
ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Alright, Charms.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan.
Good way
He's a
using the word.
clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you.
Oh,
outside of
wicked!
class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is? In fact, no, we're lying. We're Slytherin.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Speaking
Speak
of
of
which.
the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Man, they need better mocap.
Yes.
The mouths
You
do
seem
not
to have
match the
provided our new
words.
fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor.
Oh, did you miss the
They've
beginning?
a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Sorry.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well.
No, it was the goblin.
Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself.
Or whoever's in
Might
charge
I
of the
rely on
goblin.
you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
We were in a carriage heading out here, and a dragon
Good
attacked
luck
us.
today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you.
It ate the other guy.
And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Constant
Come and find
report
me
card.
in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Do I even have money? Okay, what's been buzzing me out is this thing over here. Oh, it's the butterfly. I was wondering what the what was actually happening here. The butterflies are flapping at their wings. Cool.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
No kidding.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Yeah, why don't you? Oh, this button. This represents main quest. Completing main quest will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. The Astronomy Wing. Collection chests, field guide pages, demi-guides, statues. Right. The field guide map just... Sorry guys, got about 5 hours of sleep last night. Little excited. I'll get lost. This castle may need to use the charmed compass and the field guide to help me find the way. Okay. Attend defense against the dark arts class. Some quests are locked by spell and or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and or have the required spell to activate the quest. Okay. Professor assignments or as quest rewards. Right. Track a quest with A. Is it this one? What are you? Does it matter which one we go to? I guess it doesn't, does it? Alright.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
Oh my
I
God.
shall reach out when I have
Ollivander
more
still?
information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Protego!
Oops. That's the other problem with having paddles on the bottom of your keyboard, bottom of your controller. But you have a possum out. Shoot it.
Revelio.
What the hell is? Oh, it's gone. Oh no.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora.
Hey.
Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Interesting.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest.
I know.
If I can work out the riddle of this one,
so
I'll know
cool.
what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Okay, no, fair enough, fair enough. They got young kids, fair enough.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Okay.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Okay, so I take it this game doesn't have like a timer or
Do
anything.
come and find me
we
if you
just
stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
the timeline is triggered by
Lumos.
quests, right?
That spot must be a clue.
Shit, excuse me.
I should look around in case it's nearby.
Okay. I'm not going to remember that. But he said nearby.
This looks like the location from the painting.
I'm guessing that butterfly's
Could
a
be something
dead
special
giveaway,
about
yeah?
it.
Oh, it's also purple.
Revelio.
This statue with an ingredient chin grin depicts the medieval wizard Gregory the Smarmy. Okay. Alright, so we're supposed to what? Do the luminous thing here?
Lumos.
Oh shit.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Ah! It's a moth. That's neat. The dialogue reminds you of Fallout dialogue. Yeah. Sort of. It also... How do I...
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Ah, and you get a field guide page. Cool, man. Where is she? Upstairs.
When my mother was here, it was a different...
She should have seen us do it then, right?
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
Okay, Fallout had 4 options.
How?
They didn't mean anything, but there's 4 options. I'm not telling. No, we're not going to be that much of
I
a
found the
dick.
location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Oh yeah, I've played all the Battlefields except the last one.
I should have seen that.
Don't even get me started on the one that came out before that. Can you do anything stupid with these? No? No. Complete side... Oh shit, I missed that. So little markers going to show up on everything when we can do something?
Revelio.
Or do we literally have to walk around and do the... Oh, wow. What the hell? Haha! Haha! It's an auto stab. Right, so Revelio is quite big. Got another one up here. What are these? What's you? What does that even mean? This is like the magic 8-ball. This thing? No. This
Lumos.
thing. Nah, worry about it later. Let's go.
Revelio.
Oh, is that a chest? It's in this room. Ah! What the f... I mean, I get it, because we just saw the thing upstairs. But, how do we know what's what? Like... That says 11, but I don't know what the value of these are. Let's worry about it later. I'm sure it'll get explained to us at some point. Can we, we have to wait for it to load.
Revelio.
Anything out here? I like this. Wyvern fountain. So I'm guessing all of these things have a Revelio on it. Cool.
We're going to see who can
Oh,
see out the
oh,
latest.
oh, 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 oh.
Shooting draft should ensure my victory.
McGonagall? I'm tempted to get the new one to review it. Like the 2042.
Like a mountain troll. Someone made me a book. The Confederation of Wizards. I was looking forward to reading it.
Morning. Sup, Jared? So we shoot at it, and then we walk up, pat it, and it purrs. Yep, typical cat.
Revelio.
That plant changed. Ha! This game is awesome. Alright, let's go. Let's get on task. Let's get on task. Oh.
Sending out to my mother, pleading with
Huh?
her to send my favorite nightshirt.
So this is a chest right here. Okay. A little bit weird. Let's... Ooh.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be
Oh.
included.
Oh, you're welcome. Holy, I didn't even see her. The most important thing to do in video games, always pet the animals. I mean, there's a few other things you can do with them, but yeah, okay. Let's not kick them or anything. Fable, anyone? Well, I thought we had that marked. Okay, so we press up and follow the page. That's...
What did you... Why do students always frown? Peace should burn the castle down.
Dude!
Revelio.
Anything in here? Nah, alright. Oh, what are you? Level... Is it level 2 or level... That's got to be level 11, right? The painting depicts the young orphan... Man, I love the music in this. No? Okay. I haven't learnt Reparo, so we're not fixing it anytime soon.
Revelio.
No? Okay. Alright, let's go do some dark art defense. Defense! Okay. Dude, it's all the way upstairs? Those were looking at us.
Is that all you've got? Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year,
have one game,
but
what would
I
it be?
only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of
That's difficult.
1878. No doubt you've heard of it.
Life.
You may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso!
Shut up, Gryffindor.
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle.
What's
Now,
unspeakable?
let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Going along the path to learn. Right, let's go. For me, I just really want Gary's mod, but I can't afford it.
Levioso.
I thought it was Wingardium Leviosa. Right?
Now, let's try something a little larger.
I never played Gary's mod. She's not even saying anything to move stuff. Yeah, neither do we when we cast that killing thing.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast?
Yes.
This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate. Good. Now, well done.
It fell over
Very
dead.
good. But the best way to practice is by dueling.
This is true.
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Good form. I know.
By the nuts.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Levioso.
Knocked him off the table.
Not bad for a beginner.
Got no online
you give
friends.
as good as you get.
Or on real life friends. Yeah, I've got like one real life friend. And my online friends follow you
put
guys.
You on the spot,
right?
And you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any
Kick-ass with
indication,
magic.
we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling
Defiance, yeah,
dark
right.
wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again,
The
well
guy who's
done
asked
today.
me just...
I shall reach out
Who
soon
nuts me
with
just basic,
additional assignments.
I really only play single player games myself too.
That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I kind of enjoy playing games that help people.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Like where I'm helping people, like in a squad or a team.
Nice work.
And I don't know many people that play them, so...
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert.
Ooh.
Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand.
Tackling
Then again,
all the right places,
perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain
open world is the way to go,
unsanctioned dueling organization.
Oh, there was a time where open world games were considered like, oh no, nobody wants to play those. Everybody wants the path in their handheld. And then they realized, oh shit, no. People want to do their own thing. Sounds intriguing, let's go.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you.
I'm in Slytherin.
If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance.
Okay.
If you're interested.
We're still using a second-hand wand, aren't we? I think we're all the same path with the RDR2, Skyrim, GTA 5, like, yeah, right? Hello.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
Okay, thought it would remove the clothes, but no, clearly does not do that. Oh, what kind of lock is this? See, I can't... Oh. I thought there was like some kind of secret thing going on. No. Okay, I was like, it doesn't work, but it does. Alright, let's go. Let's go do something foolish. I love how populated it is. Like, there's just kids everywhere. I wonder if they move around, though. Like, if they head to classes.
Revelio.
What? There's a... That's a fire thing, right? Is it upstairs? Is it? Yeah, okay.
No better feeling than the wind in your hair as you fly above the world on a broom.
So, when are you going to play War Thunder? Probably, like, never. I don't know, like... They sponsor channels, don't they? I mean, they throw me a sponsorship, I might. Kidding, I don't know. Need to make it closer, but yeah, no, don't do that. These are children. But that was kind of what I was like, you know, like...
Revelio.
And you just see them all in their underwear. It'd be hilarious. Draco? Oh. Well, that's horrible. I love these, like, half floors. This is an interesting made building. Jeez. Oh, another one of you. So we go... That's right. Where is it?
Revelio.
Shouldn't have done that. Nope, shouldn't have done that. So now I can't see. Alright, so it's a funny looking wall with that other picture on it. That has to be a door.
That's a muggle ball. I used to feel I had a
Oh, muggles. Muggles.
Now
No, let's do this later. Let's go to Charms class. Maybe we'll come across it eventually. So let's have a look. So the funny archway, the funny looking door, and the funny looking painting.
I'm sorry.
What the f—
Come now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago. Get away from me.
Sorry, I'm distracted. Oh. Hello. Look what we found.
Protego.
What the? No, wrong button.
Lumos.
Does anybody remember where the thing is? Because I forgot. like completely forgot where it is. Oh, there it is. Dude, that was easy. That's ministry stuff for the expansion when they're adults. Yeah, right? That'd be funny. Oh, hello.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Hello. You think they have explicit website, the Harry Potter universe? Yes. How do I know? Because I was a kid once.
Professor Ronan
You'd have to Google it, man. But yeah, you'll find something out there. You always do. Chest. There's a chest.
Tend to get back to the lesson.
I don't mind what anyone gets up to.
Like, huh?
I can't believe Black is still the headmaster. He obviously hates the job. And then
Cool.
the werewolves joined the goblins in the upside.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
I won't say my goodbyes. I can cheer for the
I guess you
boys.
can't actually hit anyone with these. Alright, let's go to class.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Everything in this game is distracting me. Love it. I might not Google that. Go it instead.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
It depends what you're into. You know?
Hello,
Hermione Granger.
I am Nettie.
Better Weasley.
So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Maybe Luna.
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517.
Wait, I thought that was a girl sitting next to us.
Before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
It's my first day at
The
school.
summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of
Probably
it,
worse.
you all spent your holidays practicing
why you
Obliviate on one
go.
another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
The cat was kind of cute. No, I don't.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are.
It is a girl.
And take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Oh, right, she's got her hair tied up in a bun. Okay. Steady your wand with left. Is it going to tell us this every time? You don't even have to press the right direction either.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here.
Oh, we'll rival
Very good,
everybody.
everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
I forgot there was an outside. Says the gamer. Still laughing over that McGonagall comment. That's funny as.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our new
Dodgeball?
student start us off? Hmm?
Yeah, get the guy whose first day it is to start. That's not how you teach. Get the best student to do it first. Right.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
Okay, how far am I meant to get them towards me?
Splendid! Excellent control there.
No kidding. That was kind of easy.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Man, people were saying this game was woke. I don't know what they're talking about.
Just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So, same thing? Oh, court rules. Alright, so we need to bring you... Okay.
Let us see this.
50 points to her. Okay.
Accio.
Oi!
That's it.
Be sharp.
You let go when it's in the yellow and it lands in the blue.
That is how it's done.
Let's see if I get it right again. Yeah.
Well done. Watch this.
I thought she was going to knock my ball off. Can we knock hers off? That would be kind of funny. Not quite.
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, 100. Good. Summoner's Court tied. What does that mean? Go for a surf?
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Right.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Just random, right?
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will
I
need
picked
it.
the perfect name for
This
myself.
round
It's great.
settles it all.
Let us see this.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay.
Accio.
Very good.
Oh, come on. That's what happens. Right. Hey, Jim. What's up, buddy? Alright, let's not let her get any points, eh? Shit. Woohoo! Got a follow-up. I'll check that out in just a sec. Let's see if I can't get this right.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well. Nicely done. Watch this.
Ooh, Tektronics Web. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much. Alright, my turn. Let's do it over here.
Accio.
Excellent control there.
Come on! It's so close. Oh, looks like I win. Shame.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
What do you mean, both of us? I won! The Charmed Compass and Minimap can work together to help you reach any objective. Okay.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Great, so I'm the Mary Sue.
That's good to hear.
Let's not be mean.
It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Okay.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
What?
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Alright, let's just make sure I'm taking the day off work properly by sending a message to the old man to tell him I'm not coming in.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
So how do they cast magic?
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand.
She's not wrong.
I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Alright.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Seems I didn't know.
I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Right, just turn my phone
Until
down.
next time.
You want this game? Yeah, well, this game's mean.
Of course, you can use Accio.
What I do as a job? I run a sandblasting and spray painting business
You'd be using it
down here in Auckland.
You know
Revelio.
What is this symbol? It's a flame, right? Yeah, okay. The flu flame thing, but I don't see one. Alright, sweet as. Just sending the last text. Nice. Alright, we have the day off. Awesome. Yes, I waited until now to tell him.